Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sajid and today we will be going to discuss problem number 101 symmetric tree of Leetcode. So let us first read the problem statement. The problem statement states that we have a root of a binary tree and we have to check whether it is a mirror of itself, that is symmetric about its center. Okay, so they have given some examples and I believe you must have tried once yourself. If not, I would highly recommend it too. Okay, now let's move on to the solution. So to make you understand the solution, let me show you an example. Okay, let us assume that this tree we were given initially, okay? A is the root node, B, C, D, E are the children, alright? Now, we have to make three key observations here for solving this question. Number one, let us say we are at root A, then we need to check the first condition. If current, which is root A, of left and the value, basically is talking about B, its left pointer and the value of that pointer, which is B, if it is equal to the current right and its value. If it both are equal, then we can move to the second step. If they are not, we can directly say that it's not a mirror and we can return false. Okay, the second condition is, if you see here, when we are at B and we are at this B, what we need to do is we need to check if I have highlighted also using dotted lines that first of all this subtree B and C. This subtree, if this subtree is a mirror of similarly the subtree present in right side, this B and C. If they are the mirror image of each other, we can say that okay, these two subtrees are the mirror. Similarly, if we check for B, D and E subtree, similarly here B, D and E subtree, if they are the mirror image of each other using all these three conditions, if all these three conditions are true, we can say that A is a mirror of itself. The tree with the root A is a mirror of itself. I hope you are able to understand this analogy. We just had to observe here, alright? Now to see this in code, let me first show you the recursive code. It's quite easy to implement and then we will be discussing the iterative code as well. So for the recursive code, we first have been given a function which accepts a root node. Now what we have done, we have created a helper function which will tell us if two subtrees are the mirror image of each other or not. So what I do is in the original function, I check if root is equal to null, then it means that there is no node. So it's obviously, a mirror. So we can return the answer true. Otherwise, I call the helper function. In the helper function, I pass the root left and root right. In the helper function, I first check that if any one of the node is null, then either the both of the nodes should be null. Or if one node is null and other is not, then I can directly return false. Other than that, if say both nodes have some value, then I am checking if the value of both the nodes is same. If they are not same, I am returning false. And if they are same, we move to the next statement in which, as I explained, we are checking that if left of left and right of right. What does this mean? That when we were at A, the left of left is C. So basically what we are checking is that this part BC, is it a mirror image of right, this BC. Similarly, what we are checking is left of right a mirror image of right of left. So basically left of right, is that a mirror image of right of left? So basically we are comparing these now. This is all about the question, and when we run the code, it will give us a correct answer. Now for the iterative solution, let us now discuss the iterative solution. Let me comment this first. We know that wherever we use recursion, a stack is being internally used. So we are gonna approach this question using stack. First of all, if I say that if the root is null, again the same condition, we return true. Then I create a stack in which I will be storing all the tree nodes I visit. First of all, I push all the left and the right children. If I take this example, which means I pushed two, this two and this two. Okay, I'm pushing the address of these two, not the value already. After that, I will run a loop till the time being stack is not empty, and I pop the first two elements and I store them in n1 and n2. Now similarly, I check if both of them are null. It means What will it mean? That we have reached the end of a particular subtree and we can move ahead to the next subtree, or if there are any elements remaining. So we just simply continue and we reach again here and we again check if the stack has elements and we go on. Otherwise, if only one of them is null, or or maybe both of them are not null but the values doesn't match. If this was 2 and this was 3 say, then the values don't match, we will return false. And if this also matches, then moving on to the second and third condition, we first push left of n1 and right of n2. N1 was this, n2 was this. So n1 left will be this 2 comma 3, and n2 right will be this 2 comma 3 onwards. So we are comparing first these two, and then we are also pushing n1 right 2 4 and n2 left this 2 4, and then we call the same process again. We are checking if these two are mirror images or not using the same iterative method, and once the stack is empty, which means we have checked all the elements, we return true. So that's it about this question. Let me now submit it. Okay, so we can see that it gets submitted, and all right, that's it from my side. If you have any doubts, any suggestions, please leave them in comment. I will sure be checking them out. And that's it from my side. I will be providing the code in the description. Thank you.